Hi Aquarius, welcome to WillowOAK. I am here to do a reading for you for the month of July. So let's get a few cards, and please only take with you what resonates and leave the rest behind. And you might check your other placements, your sun, moon, rising, for a more complete picture, or if this doesn't resonate with you. And please use your intuition to help guide you with this. Okay, Aquarius, you have choices. When you accept responsibility for your life and the choices you make, you begin to tap into the power of your own spirit. You'll be able to listen to and appreciate the intuitive wisdom that's inside you and apply it positively and constructively to your outside world. Beautiful. Okay. Now let's go ahead and see what your overall energy is during this time. Now this is for the month of July. However, time being fluid, it can apply anytime you find it. Okay? So let's see what your overall energy is. Beautiful, you have the Magician. Magic is alive in your life. What you need to be successful will manifest. If you believe it, you can do it. Beautiful energy. Okay, let's get a few more oracle cards, and then we're going to go into the tarot and see what it would like to share. Okay, not for you. All right, now this card, when I first saw it, what I naturally thought was, uh-oh, not for you. But I think consistently, every time I've taken this card, what has come out from this is that there is something that you are rejecting because you do not want to do it, okay? So that kind of twists the meaning a little bit. You know, your first impression, right? So there might be something going on during this time where somebody or something is wanting you to do something that you do not want to do. And it could be anything. An example would be, say you have a job that you do not like, and you do not want to do it. That's where that would come in. However, it's always possible, there's always a first time, that it could have a slightly different meaning. Like, you want to do something, but it's not intended for you. Bobcat, life is a mystery. All right. So you have some interesting cards here. Life is a mystery. Exactly what it says. Life is a mystery. Some things we don't understand. Some things are out of our control. And sometimes if you sit down to figure it out, you can figure it out. But there's also times when, you know, there's just no need. Okay, let's see what your first card is. Beautiful, you have the Queen of Cups. And the Queen of Cups is a lovely energy. She is very trustworthy, and she is all about the love. She is, well, her desire is to help, right? She wants to help people, even if it is detrimental to her. But the biggest part is she's all about the love. And she is the mother archetype. And here's a new beginning, something changing in your favor that should bring in pentacles. And you see these roots coming down. It might very well be something that you need to grow. It's the beginning of something where abundance is going to come into you. So you can expect a potential change, right here, not for you. Here's a new beginning that is sandwiched by love. So I would say getting out of something that you really don't want to be in and into something that you love and profitable. Okay, and here is the Eight of Swords. So there was something that was, or has been, or will be stressing you. Which I'm sure would be this. So if there is something that you've been doing that you are not fond of or you just totally dislike, I do believe that's where this is coming from. And it can be anything, but it feels kind of career related. But it can be about anything that's going on in your life, okay? So try not to stress over this or let yourself get all wound up in it, because it looks like things are really going to change. And here you have the Page of Pentacles. So you're moving from the Ace, the very beginning, into learning about whatever this is. So this would also say to me that you are not a master of this, okay? Or if you are, you're still having to learn some aspect of this to be complete. And you also have strength. So that is a wonderful energy to get with this, okay? I'm going to move these over. Can you still see them? Yeah. Okay. And at the bottom of the deck, you have the Seven of Pentacles. And this is where you're planting the seeds, right? You're taking care of it, nurturing it, and before too long, it does take a little time, you're growing this beautiful garden. So this first row to me is definitely where there is something that is not for you. You know it's not for you and you probably don't want it. And this is where it looks like you are going to be starting something new that you do love. Getting rid of this challenging energy. And learning about it. And here's strength. You're very strong, very loving, but very confident. I shouldn't say but, I should say and, very confident. So, growing this new beginning into something that's going to be very fruitful, I feel like is something that you feel very confident about doing, very self-assured. Okay, let's get some more. Maybe that's also where life as a mystery comes into play. You know, there could be all kinds of scenarios. Maybe at one time you thought you did like whatever it was or is, and then realized, oh, well, no, actually I don't. Okay. This is where you have a problem. And to me, it goes right back over to here and here. Something, you know, typically they say hurt your heart. But swords are all about thinking, communication. So it could be something that hurt. Sorry, there's a fly. Sorry. Something that hurt your heart. But you see the clouds? It could be that something was not clear or is not clear. And you need to part those clouds in order for it to be clear, to see clearly. And I do think a whole lot of this reading comes back to this. Let's take another quick look at this. Choices. When you accept responsibility for your life and the choices you make, you begin to tap into the power of your own spirit. You'll be able to listen to and appreciate the intuitive wisdom that's inside you and apply it positively and constructively to your outside world. To me, yeah, that's fits in perfectly here. You know, opening this door to wisdom and intuition and finding out what is right for you. And remember, your overall energy is a magician. So it looks like, yeah, you're trading in something that you do not want for something that you really do want. And here, it's going to part these clouds so you can see clearly. Okay. You have very fast, positive, moving energy coming into you. And here, this can be seen in a few different ways, but it's coming out right underneath the Eight of Swords. And so to me, it's kind of echoing this, right? These challenging thoughts, and here, challenging thoughts, where you're feeling alone, desolate, out in the cold. But it can also say success after difficulty, right? So this could say that there is a point where you are having a hard time, but that you're getting out of it. And it is Pentacles, so it could be finances, job, career, money, and this is thoughts, emotions, okay? And they both really do go hand in hand. If you're having a challenging time financially or with your career, your job, it's going to affect you emotionally, right? And now here it says, it is time to take a break. It's time to make yourself a priority and do something for you, right? Something that you've wanted to do. So it's important to make yourself a priority, and that could easily be trading this in for something that you really do want. Okay, and it looks like you've reached a point in your life where you want to go ahead and do that. You want to do something that you love. Yeah, here you go. That's the Ten of Wands. That's where you are dropping all the burdens. And I can tell you that's a burden, that's a burden, that's a burden. And this is as well. But this, like I said, when you start to see clearly, these clouds separate and you can see exactly what's going on. And I think you are going through a process of this where you're beginning to understand what it is you truly want. And maybe you're also seeing that you are important too. And you do need to make yourself as much of a priority as you do the others that you love. And at the bottom of the deck, you have the Wheel of Fortune. And this is saying that the Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor, which is bringing you a wonderful new beginning. Something that you really do want. Okay, let's go ahead and get some clarifying cards. I think it's a beautiful reading. I do. Yeah, in the past it looks like you've had some challenges doing something that you didn't want to do, or you could still be there. It all depends on where you are in this. But it looks like you are going to create changes so you can do what it is you love. Okay. Here you are, sitting under the tree, looking at these three cups, which are not making you happy. Right? In comes the universe and says, I have a cup for you. Take this cup. So these three cups are probably, these three swords, filled with energy that's unwanted, that make you unhappy. And this cup from the universe, right up here, you have this beautiful, loving energy. So trading in what was hurtful for this wonderful love. Okay. Let's get a card for the Ace of Pentacles. And the Eight of Wands. Both of those are just Beautiful cards. Five of Swords. Okay, that is, in this case, I would say it's winning the argument, right? You say if you get in an argument with somebody, try to work it out with them. If you can't, then just walk away, right? And so it could be focused on the argument, but because of these cards here, I definitely think it's you've gone through a challenging time with something or somebody, right? But you're coming out the winner. You're letting the argument go, having very fast, positive, moving energy, which is bringing you this beautiful new beginning. Yeah. Okay, now let's get a card for the... Whoa. Okay. You have the Three of Wands. That is saying that what it is you're wanting is here for you now. It is coming in. But it's saying, don't stand there and wait for it to come to you. You have to go and get it. All right? And you have the Page of Wands. And the Page of Wands is wanting to start something so bad that it's very hard to hold themselves back. And that fits right in here as well. Yeah. Okay, so it looks like you're letting go of these challenging thoughts. And success after difficulty. What you're wanting is here. It's coming in. But remember, you do need to go get it. You can't just sit there and wait for it to land on your lap. You've got to go forward. And the Page of Wands is you being very anxious to go forward because of the passion you feel. So you have two learning energies here. All right? So like I said, either you're not a master of whatever this is that you're wanting to do, or there's still, even if you are, there's some aspect of it that you're still needing to learn. Okay, and two came out for the Page of Pentacles and the Four of Swords, where you're wanting to start something new, and it could very well have to do with Pentacles, right? So it's kind of interesting. You have Pentacles here, here, and here. And this is twice you have Strength. So this is the universe's way of saying I meant what I said. You are very strong and loving. You can do what you set your mind to do, which would take you right back over to the Magician. And also you have the Lovers. And it can say a couple of things. One is that there's a potential during this time to meet someone where you're going to have a romantic relationship. But all the other cards in this reading make me feel like it's the other interpretation, which is this is a time for you to make an important decision. And that decision would be to leave what is not for you and to go for what it is that you are wanting. Okay, let's get one more card, or two. This one wanted to come out. Beautiful. The King of Swords. The King of Swords is a mature energy and wise. And they base all of their decisions on what they know to be truth. So, putting this all together, it looks like there is something that you've been doing that you really have not wanted to do, or not been thrilled about doing it. And you are trading that in for this new beginning of something that it is you want to do. And it looks like it could have been a bit of a struggle, right? But that you're seeing clearly now, and you know that you are going to go forward with what it is that you truly want. And you're basing it on your truth. So I think this Oracle card is just hitting the nail on the head. And so is this one. This life as a mystery could easily be that you didn't see this coming, right? So maybe it's a surprise energy. And at the bottom of the deck, from taking the clarifying cards, you have the Four of Wands, which is a beautiful celebration. Okay, it is one, you see 1111, these four pillars here. It oftentimes is a more formal celebration, like new job, graduation, wedding, those sorts of things, but it doesn't have to be. But for me personally, it is a kind of celebration, oftentimes, where you go in and it's just so enjoyable. But it's almost like a portal. When you come out on the other side, you have this new beginning, or you're going into something that you truly do want. So your overall energy is a magician, and I do think you are putting that magician energy to wonderful use. Because, yeah, it looks like big changes from what you don't want to what you do want. And it might take a little bit of time to get it formed the way you want it. But the Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor. And this new beginning, and it's all based on truth and your strength. You can do this. You're winning the battle, whatever that may be. So there's a lot of positive, beautiful cards in here. Okay, let's go ahead and get some cards from the universe. I'm going to leave this one down here. Okay, and see what the universe would like to share. And then we will close this out with the charm. So it looks like July is going to be an eventful month. The realization, if you don't already know, of what it is that you don't want to do. You probably already know. Okay? Yeah. Okay. This is where you're holding on tight to something. Okay. This definitely makes me feel like it's career. It's also Pentacles, right? Maybe you've been holding on to a job that you really are not fond of because it brings in the income. So I think this is universe's way of explaining why you've been doing this. Which would make perfect sense. Yeah. Especially in today's economy, right? Too many cards. We'll take the top one. Okay. A new beginning. This is a new beginning of something that you are very passionate about. Again, goes in beautifully here. You're starting something that you really do want to do. So, whoa. Okay, so this to me makes perfect sense. You've been holding on because you feel or felt that you needed to. Here, you're letting that go and having this beginning that you truly do want. And you also have the Six of Swords, which is saying you are leaving where you've been and going to where you want to be, going to your happiness, where you find joy, where you feel whole, where there's love and abundance. And you also have the Queen of Wands, which I really like. The Queen of Wands is a very attractive energy, either physically or in some way, very attractive. Like, to me, this lends itself well to career. So maybe you have a lot of desirable skills. But regardless, the Queen of Wands goes for what she wants, and she is unafraid to speak up and be heard. So if you have something to say, most likely you will say it. So the universe is saying, you've been doing this because you felt that you needed to. You felt like you needed to hold on tight. But you're going to have this new beginning, one that you're really passionate about. So you are leaving where you have been, where you did not want to be, to go to where you do want to be, where your passion is and your happiness is. And you're very, very determined. So in the universe's cards here, You start out with the Ace of Wands and quickly you're going to the Queen of Wands. Beautiful. And at the bottom of the deck from taking that, you have this other card of celebration. There's 2 cards in the tarot that totally have to do with celebration. This one and this one. So you get them both. So it is going to be a happy time. Now this one's more of an informal kind of celebration when you get together with everybody you care about and love and relax and enjoy. It's also your support system. So your support system is here for you, okay? Formal celebration, kind of going through that portal where leaving it behind and going for what you want and celebrating with your friends and family what is new to you and that you're passionate about. I hope this reading has helped. It looks beautiful. You could expect July to be a busy month. Understanding what it is that you're not wanting to do and why, and creating this change into what you do want to do, which will get rid of challenging emotions and energies, right? Because you are going to win. Anytime you get to do what you're passionate about, it's a win. And you're using this, your overall energy, to do it. So this card kind of says it all. Okay, let's get a charm. Oh, and if you like this reading, please give it a like, share, subscribe, leave comments. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much. Let's see what we have. Beautiful. Can you read that? It says, enjoy life. Yeah. Life is too short to do what you do not want to do. It's understandable why people do that, but it's too short. So do what you enjoy. Go for what you love. I'm going to stick that right in there. Okay, thank you so much. Have a wonderful July. Much love. Bye.